9th June, which is in another 5 days till 26th of July this year. Venus will enter its own sign, which is the sign of Taurus number 2, which is the sign of family. It's the sign of gold. It's the sign of human relationships. It's the sign of luxury. It is also the sign of marriage, married life. So let's share the screen and see what's going on in all of the planetary energies in all the transits. So let's go and see what's there. All right. So this is the chart. So many of you have requested to also show the South Indian chart. So this is the North Indian chart, and I will just click South. But since I'm more comfortable with the North Indian style, so I will just switch to North Indian. Okay. All right. So this is if you see 29th of June, this is the chart. Uh, Ignore the time and the place, that doesn't matter, because we are going to look at the signs only rather than the houses. Okay. So if you see what's going on here, Venus will be in the sign of Taurus. Then Sun has all Sun is already there in Gemini, so it will be in 13 degrees. So that means Sun and Jupiter are together in the second house from Venus. And then Mercury is in the sign of Cancer. Of course, Mercury will go retrograde in July. But as of now, on 29th, it will be in the sign of Cancer. Then we see this intensity there. Moon, Mars, and Ketu, this conjunction quite intense there in the sign of Leo. And then Rahu in the sign of Aquarius and Saturn in the sign of Pisces as expected. So now, what's going on here? If you see, Venus will be in Taurus. Now, what is Taurus? Taurus is lorded by Venus. So it's like saying a planet is entering its own house, okay, own sign rather. Now, what does this mean? This simply means that the planet has more capacity to express itself in the right way. The planet feels confident. The planet feels that there is not much obstruction and there is familiarity. Now, what does this mean? This means you will have a greater capacity to achieve your objectives in regards to the houses that Venus rules in your chart, depending on your ascendant. Now, what does this mean? This means this is the chart of a Scorpio ascendant. So, if you see, for Scorpio, Venus is the lord of the seventh house. Number 2 sign is in the seventh house. And then number 7 sign, which is Libra, is in the 12th house. So, which means Venus is the seventh lord. It is also the 12th lord. So, this means the Scorpio ascendants will have greater capacity in expressing concerns related to their marriage and their expenses, or certain things related to going abroad, or certain things related to seventh house like partnerships, joint ventures. They could there could be more clarity on those lines. Okay. But please understand, Taurus is a art sign. It is also a fixed sign, right? So the art signs and the fixed signs, they are very practical in nature, which means the now, even though it's Venus, which shows love, romance, all these things, it means now there will be requirement of commitment. Love will not be enough. So, for example, if you are a Scorpio ascendant, then it could be that you feel that now I need to give more time and commitment to my marriage. Okay, because Venus is the seventh lord, and also it is the 12th lord. So now you may also be very concerned about your expenses. Where am I spending money? What am I doing? Why am I spending so much money? So either ways, you will realize that there will be requirement of practical action oriented steps. It will not just be like, oh, I feel good about something. No, it will be like, okay, I may or may not feel good, but I need to do good in this area of life. So for example, if you change this time, you go after some time, for example 9:26 p.m. as per German time. So then we get Sagittarius ascendant. So now for Sagittarius, you will see Venus is your 11th lord, and then here Venus is also your 6th lord. So that means something related to discipline, money, health. Again, sixth house will be your focus, and you will feel like I need to do something concrete. So Sagittarius ascendants, you might feel you need to lose weight, or you may feel that you need to take care of your health, and also your finances. 11th house is network sector finances. So this is how you actually need to study the transits. But now you need to also see what else is going on. So Saturn is in the 11th house from Venus. So Venus is here, and then Saturn is two houses before Venus. Okay. So it is in the 11th house from Venus. And during the entire transit of Venus in Taurus, Saturn will remain in the 11th house. So it means the gains related to Venus, or the houses that Venus rules, they will come, but with a lot of hard work, because Venus is receiving the aspect of Saturn. Saturn aspects its third house, okay? Wherever it sits from there, the third house. So one, two, three. Third house is Taurus. So from Pisces, Venus is receiving the aspect in Taurus. So that means, um, yeah, you will feel like a bit restricted, and you will feel like, okay, I'm not able to do what I want to do. Now, if you go 10 house, if you go to the 10th house from where Venus is, you see there is Rahu in the sign of Aquarius. Okay, so this is a good placement. Rahu in the 10th from Venus, and in sign of Aquarius, which is considered to be Rahu's own sign, apart from being lorded by Saturn also primarily. But this is a good thing. This means 10th house shows the final objective. So if you want to achieve the final objective, you will want to try something different. So it means Venus is the lord of the sixth house for Sagittarius. So now, Sagittarius ascendants, to improve their health, you may now be ready to explore different things. Like you may explore different kinds of diets, or different exercises, or whatever it is, something different, something which you have not been doing, which you have not done before, actually. Okay. So this is something you may want to explore, because Rahu is there. So Rahu is telling you 10th house is the final objective. So there, to achieve the final objective, I need to do something different. So this could be your mindset. Similarly, it is also the 11th lord for Sagittarius. So you will also feel like that in terms of 11th house. Okay. Like, friends, you may want to meet new friends. So that's how it will happen. Now, this is interesting. From Venus, the 10th house is Rahu. But if you see from the ascendant for Sagittarius, Rahu is in the third house. Okay. So that means this eccentric new diet which you may want to follow will come from some recommendation, some friend, or somebody from social media will recommend that to you, or you will see yourself in YouTube or social media. Either ways, okay. So that's how it is basically. And now, if you see, the second house from Venus has Jupiter and Sun in it. So there is lot of inspiration, because second house is like the gain. So now you really want to gain something. You are like, okay, I'm very much concerned about my final gains, the final output. So you may be in a situation, and this is applicable for everybody, not only Sagittarius. So you may be in a position where you say, okay, I need to gain something, but how do I do it? So Jupiter and Sun will give you very action oriented behavior with a lot of responsibility. That is why you must have seen in the thumbnail where I have written, love is not enough. So now the thing is, Venus is a watery planet, so there are a lot of emotions involved. There is a lot of love involved. There's a lot of passion involved. But because of Jupiter and Sun, it will be like I need to do it with a lot of stability and with a lot of inspiration and knowledge. So you may look out for things, to help you. For example, in this case, for Sagittarius rising, you may look out for things related to health. For example, because Venus is a sixth lord here. Okay. So you may look out for things related to health. You may do a lot of research. You may learn more, and you may implement. Okay. Then the third house from Venus has Mercury. Let's shift to some other ascendant. Let's go to another ascendant. Okay, so which ascendant is this? This is Aquarius ascendant. All right, very good. So now Venus is in Taurus. Now for Aquarius, what is happening? Venus is the lord of the fourth house, very, very, very important planet, and he's also the ninth lord. So he's ruling your mother and father both. Okay. Now, what's happening? Third house from Venus is having Mercury, has Mercury there. So Mercury means you will do a lot of communication. You may do a lot of communication. Third house is communication, and Mercury is also communication. So that means in regards to your property or your mother, which is the fourth house, education, ninth house, your guides, your counselors, your gurus, your father, you may do a lot of communication. And now, because from the ascendant, this is falling in the sixth house. So you will see that this communication is a bit difficult, right? It's not very easy. Okay. So you will want to communicate, but the communication will be a bit tough. Okay. So therefore, you have to see what's going on. Then the fourth house from Venus has Moon, Mars, and Ketu. Of course, this is just the beginning. Moon will keep moving, of course. But the thing is, the fourth house deals with stability and inner peace. So it's like saying the inner peace is disturbed. So there is some very strong instability going on. Okay, so for Aquarius ascendants, something related to the home and some relationship with your guru, guide, counselor, there may be instability, and you are trying to you're trying to see how can we work it out. There's a lot of ego there, and you are egoistic, or your mother or your father or somebody related to the fourth house or ninth house is undergoing egoistic problems, and there is no peace because of that, okay, in those areas of your life. So you are trying very hard, but Mars Ketu will be there for some time. So you may experience, there's a lot of insecurity. There's this feeling that it's not enough. Okay, you may feel it. You won't feel in general for everything, for every area, but regarding the lordships of Venus, you will feel like this. Okay, yeah. So this is how you actually read out transits. But most importantly, you need to understand first horoscope, then dashas, and then transits. Okay, don't go the other way around. Like for example, now Venus is transiting fourth house for Aquarius Lagna. So it does not mean that you will buy a car or a property. If it is there in your dasha only, then you will buy. Okay. So therefore, first chart, then dasha, then transits. Chart, dasha, transits. Third time I'm repeating. Very, very, very important. Okay. So first you analyze your overall chart, see where the energies are flowing. Then you go and see which dashas you are running, and then on top you see how the transits will facilitate those results. Okay. So I hope this helped you. And yes, in case you have any comments, queries, please leave it down in the comment section. We would love to see that. And for personalized horoscope consultations, you can always contact me through my website down in the description section. God is there with you all the time. Just look to him and you will find him for sure. Please take care. Jai Siya Ram.